Handheld gamers, it's Trav again with Handheld Horizon, and today my search for the best big handheld continues with the ONEXPLAYER X1. This 3-in-1 bad boy has it all: the screen, the power, and the versatility. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 reasons you should pick up an X1. If you have already bought the X1, hopefully this video will help reinforce your purchase, or maybe you're on the fence about picking one up. This video will maybe help push you to finally clicking on that complete purchase button. You can think of this video as a sort of review where I talk exclusively about the positives of this device and the top reasons why I think it's worth your money. Quick note before I begin. After doing some research of my own and interacting with the ONEXPLAYER community, the consensus is that the best way to buy the ONEXPLAYER is on Amazon. Just in case of any issues, returns and customer service are much easier to deal with. I got mine on Amazon and I will link the appropriate listings below. Alright, enough of the preamble, let's jump in. The word that comes to mind when I think about the ONEXPLAYER X1 is versatility. You can do everything you want on this device and it feels great doing it. The X1 is a 3-in-1, which means that it's a Windows laptop, tablet, and gaming handheld all built into one. This thing is a transformer and each different form is natural and easy to use. The X1 comes with 2 attachable controllers, a back leather support which can also fold out to become a stand, and of course the magnetic keyboard. I have reviewed other devices like the GPD WinMax 2, and the truth is that the X1 just does everything better. It's more comfortable to hold, it's more comfortable to carry, and overall just interact with. The handheld mode feels very solid, and the controllers don't feel cheap or like they're going to bend and break off. Now, the attachable controllers do have a bit of a bend, but nothing that feels bad or like it's gonna break or like it's cheap. Oftentimes, you will talk about a device that does 3 things in one. You will often have 1 or 2 of the forms that feel bad and you would want to avoid. This is not the case with the X1. It is a great all-around device with a great design. Are you looking for the most powerful handheld gaming machine on the market? Look no further. This version of the X1 comes with the Ryzen 8840U CPU and is outfitted with the Radeon 780M GPU. There are a couple different versions of this device, with the RAM and the storage being the differentiator here. Here I have the version with 32GB of RAM and 1TB of internal SSD storage. It only goes up from there, while different versions have up to 64GB of RAM and up to 2TB of storage. In my honest opinion, 32GB of RAM is more than enough for the games that you will be playing on the X1. A quick note, there is an Intel version of the X1. Do not buy this version. The Ryzen version is better in essentially every aspect. Avoid the Intel version at all costs. Hey handheld gamers, if you are enjoying this vid so far, please drop a like or comment, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. So anyways, what does all of this mean? Well, for gaming performance, you are looking at least 60 FPS on most modern games at 1200p. If you want a comparison, the X1 is going to have about a 5 to 10% FPS advantage compared to the ROG Ally X. I will make sure to have some footage going as I'm talking to kind of illustrate how the X1 runs a couple different games. Alright, let's talk about the giant elephant in the room, or should I say, the giant 10.95-inch 1600p 120Hz LCD screen. This is probably the reason you are buying the X1. The screen is big, beautiful, and surprisingly portable. I was a bit worried at first playing the X1 in handheld mode would feel clunky, but to my surprise, it's just about as comfortable as the Lenovo Legion Go. The attachable backplate really helps when playing on your lap, as it adds an extra support so you aren't carrying the full weight in your hands. The best way for me to describe playing the X1 in handheld mode would to liken it to playing on your full-size PC monitor. Because you are much closer to your screen when using the X1, you really do get that full-size computer monitor feel. And because it's super high resolution, the screen looks very, very crispy and clear. The built-in software for the ONEXPLAYER is called ONEX Console, and while it's not flashy, it works very well, exactly how you think it should work. From the console, you can change TDP, fan settings, controller vibration, screen resolution, and brightness, as well as the speaker volume. There are other options in here, including RGB settings for the controller and a turbo mode toggle, but all of this to say that everything that you would want to be in here is in here. The ONEX overlay is simple to use and easy to navigate and access by pressing the turbo button right here. When it comes to a portable machine like this, the quick access overlay must be easy to use and most importantly, useful. The One X console is just that, simple and very easy to use. One thing I forgot to mention is, of course, you have the battery life indicator at the top of the One X console, and just for some more information about the battery, it is 65 watt hours, which is actually quite good. Depending on the game, you are going to get about 2 to 8 hours on this thing. 2 hours being something like Cyberpunk, 8 hours being something like Dead Cells or another compact indie game. And lastly, I did want to mention something that stuck out to me as soon as I unboxed the ONEXPLAYER X1. The overall build quality. The ONEXPLAYER feels so premium. The tablet itself feels very solid. The keyboard, while lightweight, is very comfortable and functional, and the controllers, while not top-notch by any stretch, get the job done quite well. To me, it's obvious this device is built to last, and if taken care of, it will last you for years to come. It's a premium device overall, and I love the build quality. Well, there you have the top 5 reasons you should pull the trigger on the ONEXPLAYER X1 Ryzen 8840U edition. Like I mentioned before, the link to this device on Amazon will be in the description below if you want to get one of your own. So what do you think about my top 5 reasons to buy the X1? Leave a comment below with the reason you love the X1. If you liked the video or got something out of it, please hit that like button or leave a comment if you have any questions or comments. And as always, handheld gamers, if you want more handheld gaming content just like this, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for watching today, and as always, have a good one, gamers.